Hello, kindergarten, and welcome to reading class with Mrs. Dawes. Today we are going to be listening to the story Bear Feels Scared. And as we listen to the story, I want you to be thinking about what the setting of the story is, or where the story takes place, who is in the story, or the characters. And then what happens at the beginning, what happens in the middle, and what happens at the end of this story. All right, let's begin.
And welcome to reading time. And today we're going to read a story together called Bear Feels Scared. And so let's enjoy the story. Say, by the way, as I'm reading this story, would you pay attention to what the setting is, who the characters are, because there's quite a few. I have a list right here. And what happens at the beginning, what happens at the middle, and what happens at the end. So let's get going. Bear Feels Scared. In the deep, dark woods by the strawberry vale, a big bear lumbers down a small, crooked trail. Bear's tummy growls as he looks for a snack, but it's cold, 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 so the bear turns back. He is not home yet when the sun starts to set, and the bear feels scared. Bear shakes and he shivers as the storm starts to howl. Bear mutters, "What is that? Are there spooks on the prowl?" The path gets dimmer and the sky grows gray. Bear looks to and fro, but he can't find his way. Look at him, poor bear. He huddles by a tree and he wails, "Poor me!" And Bear feels scared. Meanwhile, back in the warm, cozy lair, friends start to worry for their poor lost bear. "It's late," Mouse squeaks, "and our bear doesn't roam." "There's a storm," cries Hare. "Shouldn't Bear be home?" Wren tweets from his perch, "We must all go search. What if Bear feels scared?" The friends bundle up and begin to prepare. They form a search party for their lost friend Bear. But Bear is all alone, and he sheds big tears. There's a noise in the forest, and he feels big fears. Bear trembles in the wind, how he longs for a friend, and the bear feels scared. Badger lights a lamp and he shouts, "Let's go!" All the birds search high while the rest search low. With a flounce and a flutter, they set off together. They trudge down the trail through the wild, wet weather. They call, "Ho, Bear, are you there? Are you there?" And the bear feels scared. But he perks up his ears. Is it Mole calling out? And is that Hare's voice? Does Bear hear him shout? Wren, Owl, and Raven all squawk from the sky. "It is Bear! He is there!" And they sigh big sighs. By a tree waits Bear, 10 feet from his lair, and the bear looks scared. Do we see him over here? With a flap and a flurry, all the friends gather near. They give him bear hugs, and they calm his bear fears. Hey, this is the picture from the cover. So this picture is happening at the end of the story, I think. Later in the night, all clustered in a heap, the bear spins stories while his friends fall asleep. Can you see all the friends? Cuddle up tight, they snore through the night, and the bear feels safe. The end.
Wasn't that a fun story about Bear? Now, when I think about Bear and I think about this story, I want to think first about the setting. Now, boys and girls, where did this story take place? Did it take place at a grocery store? No. Did it take place in a school? No. Where did it take place? You're right, in the woods. Well, I'm going to do a little drawing and move myself here for a minute, and I'm going to draw a picture of the woods. So the setting of our story takes place in the woods. Blue, Mrs. Dawes. I want to draw some nice brown trees. Whoop, whoop. I'll color it in. And I'm going to give it some green, so we know it's a tree. Does that even look like, there we go. That looks more like a tree, Mrs. Dawes. And I'm going to color it in. Because I want my picture to look like the woods, because that's where the story takes place. I might draw another tree, color it in, and I might, yeah, there we go. Takes place in the woods. Now, as I'm finishing this part, I'm doing a great job. Oh, goodness, you guys, I bet you can color a little bit better. Now, who are some of the characters in this story? Like, who was in the story? Now, there weren't any people, but they were all animals. So, what animals were in this story? Let's see. That's right. Bear was in this story. Well, I'm going to try to draw a little picture of a bear. A bear is not green, Mrs. Dawes. That's pretty funny. I'm going to make him a brown bear. Oh, here we go. I'm going to give him a head. That is still green. Who's playing tricks on me? Let's see. Green, green, green. Or brown. Here we go. Are you ready? All right. I'm going to give him, the bear, a cute little round head. And then I'm going to do a smiley face here. And a smiley face here. I'm going to give him some round eyes. I'm going to give him a little nose, because he's really the main character in the story, isn't he? He's the one that the story is really about. But then he has some fun friends. He has a mouse, who's in the story. That's a character friend. Let's see, if I do a mouse, I'll do a little small mouse. Now, mice might be gray, so maybe I'll color him gray. Okay, a little mouse. And, I better get that mouse a face, otherwise people will wonder what that is. Here's some eyes. And a little nose. I'm going to give him some, wow, look at those whiskers. He is quite the mouse. There was also a hare in the story. He could be gray, couldn't he? I'm going to try to make him have floppy ears. There's a hare, or a fancy term. I think a hare is a little different than a rabbit, but kind of like a rabbit. Gonna make his face like that. There was also a wren, which is a bird. That looks like a seagull, but we'll keep it. There was a badger and a mole and an owl. But for right now, I am just going to have 3 characters. But we know that there were more. I wrote it down. I have a mouse. There was a hare. There was a wren. There was a badger. There was a mole. There was an owl. There was a raven. And those were all friends of Bear's. Now, what happened at the beginning of this story? Well, what happened? If I look at the book again, I'm pretty sure that this picture will make you remember. That's right, Bear was scared at the beginning of our story. So you know what I'm going to do? Just to make it a little easier, I am going to make a scared face. I'm going to make a scared face. So I'm just going to kind of go like this. He's scared. This kind of represents Bear. In fact, I will make it kind of like an emoji, but I'll give it bear ears. So Bear is scared, and he's hungry, and it's cold, and he just wants to get back to his lair. Then in the middle of the story, his friends have a really good idea. They're going to go out looking for him. They're like, Bear is not here, and he should be here. Where is Bear? So in the middle of the story, we could draw some pictures of his friends. In fact, you know what I'm going to do for his friends? I'm just going to draw a whole bunch of little faces. These little faces are going to represent the mouse and the hare and the raven and the badger and the mole and the owl. And they're all on a lookout. They're looking for Bear. In fact, you know what I like even better than this? I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to draw a pair of eyes. Because they were looking, they went on a search party looking for Bear. So they have their eyes, they're looking and looking and looking, and they're saying to themselves, where is Bear? And then at the end of the story, Bear isn't scared anymore. What is he? You're right. He's happy. And why is he happy? Because his friends found him, brought him back to the lair, and he's not scared anymore. In fact, he feels safe, not scared. Good job. Now, you're going to go to a seesaw activity, and it's going to be an activity where you fill out this exact story map. Remember, where it says settings, this is where you're going to draw the picture of the woods where the story took place. And where it says characters, you're going to draw a picture of the animals that were in the story. Where it says beginning, I don't want you to forget, you should draw a picture of how Bear felt at the beginning. In the middle, that they were looking for him. They're like, where's Bear? And at the end, you will see a happy face because Bear is no longer scared. He feels safe. So make sure that you do that activity and submit it so that you can get credit for doing the story map. Have a good day.